What I'm about to tell you took me way longer to learn when it comes to growing on social media than it should have. I don't feel like enough people are talking about this. It's been on my mind to talk about for quite some time, specifically for you guys who are trying to grow an audience on social media. It's something that every creator that I sit down with has to answer, or they're going to feel stuck, or they're gonna feel like they're not where they're supposed to be. There is a book that was written called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. And this question of why I am doing what I'm doing has to be answered, and not just answered, but confidently spoken into your content, into the reason why you're doing things.
Why am I here?
In this book, Simon lays out an amazing framework called the Golden Circle. What the Golden Circle is it starts with why. When you start in the middle of all the things that you're doing with why you're doing it, then that branches you out to how, and then that branches out to what. And so we're gonna throw up a graphic here. Every creator knows what they do. They know what it is that they create, great videos about cutting hair. They perform music clips and they cover them and they do it. They know that, right? Some creators know how they do it. They, know their process. They know the things that they do behind the scenes. But I find the great ones know and start with why they're doing it. Few people know why they do what they do. For me, I love seeing people go from 0 to 1. I love being able to come into a situation where people are feeling stuck, they feel like they need motivation, they need help, and the satisfaction and gratification that I get when I can see one of you guys go from a place where you didn't think you could be successful to being able to be successful and see a hope and a future for how you can grow is why I do what I do. That feeling from stuck to unstuck is the reason why I love being able to layer in and help you guys and teach you guys on a weekly basis. The best way to grow on social media actually does not happen on Instagram. It happens off platform, in the quiet hours of the morning, in the times where you can spend time journaling through why is it that I'm doing what I'm doing. And to me, it always helps to get away from the noise. Take time out in your calendar to go somewhere where you can think, actually think. One of my favorite guys on the planet, Luke Lefevre, says, if you're gonna be a thought leader, you have to make time to actually have a thought. And so there are a lot of different ways that we can get down to understanding our why. Start with why is an awesome place to start, and utilizing this framework is oftentimes the very thing that causes creators to be successful. Because what you don't want to see happen is, I know what I'm doing, but I'm miserable doing it. I know how I'm doing it, but I don't want to be doing this. And oftentimes we find that if you don't have a why there, if you don't have that core motivation really crystal clear for yourself, what you can end up getting into is a pattern where you've created a piece of content, it went viral, and you are miserable. You are stuck now being the person that does one type of video content forever and always.
One job forever?
Because it wasn't based on your why. The why was, I do it because I go viral. And if that is your heart, and if that is the motivation behind your stuff, you are going to be burned out in no time. So many creators are burned out right now. They weren't happy with a lower number of views, with a lower number of likes, but their heart was satisfied in their calling. They were chasing these views and subscribers, and ultimately, that will come back to bite you. I believe that the most successful creators understand their why. It is you spending time getting back to understanding why is it that you feel called to work in a certain area. If you find that you're in an area, or you're in a niche, or you're in a certain content lane that is inauthentic to your why, I would highly encourage you to put it down. More than anybody, the people who are immediately in your circle are gonna feel it first. It's so important that you cannot be in that place, because ultimately that cancer will end you. It will literally end your passion and your drive for the next thing. We've seen it so many times. And so when you start with why, when you begin from a place of understanding, I promise you guys are gonna be so much happier later on. Yes, you might get less views. Yes, you might be in a different zone, but for the sake of your life and sanity, start with why. That's what I would encourage you guys to do. As always, this is Social Media Mavericks. I'm your host, Zach Ford, and I can't wait for you guys to see some of the things that we've got coming up. Big announcements coming soon from our channel with some of the tools that we're launching, and I'll drop a little hint, rally. Check the description below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.